Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
I was telling James before we started that I've decided that banter is just for us to push things that we like.
Which I'm 100% for.
Fun.
So how do you all feel about pumpkin spice lattes?
I am
Play the
proudly...
critical fail drop for me. The purple one.
Critical.
Oh, there you go.
It's a one.
That's how I feel about the old pumpkin spice latte.
I love that
hate
Jason knows
nutmeg.
what your buttons are.
Oh,
yeah.
More than me.
I'm a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna like seek them out as soon as they're available, sort of thing. But like, I will fuck up a PSL.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I love that it's specific because I feel like there's a lot of really accessible, like, honestly, I think it's pretty outdated now, but I remember like 10 to 15 years ago when it was like a principled, like pretty sexist thing basically to dislike the pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So I appreciate that yours is like, no, I really don't like nutmeg and I can't do it.
Oh yeah,
I
that's fine.
don't like anything pumpkin, actually. Like my family, my stepmom used to make pumpkin squares around the holidays, and it's like, no, I don't want those.
Pumpkin
no, pass
pie?
On pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie's great.
Do you love a
Man.
pumpkin pie?
Oh,
Real
man.
pumpkin, I can handle. It's
Yeah.
the shit they put in
Sure.
Pumpkin pie.
sugary pumpkin.
All
that I'm not a
spice.
fan of,
The
yeah.
baking
all
spice
spice,
stuff.
nutmeg, all that shit is gross.
I can enjoy a pumpkin
like all
spice
of it.
latte, but I have to do, like, if you're getting it at the classic, like, Starbucks pumpkin spice thing, I have to do the, like, quarter sweet.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
like,
they are
that's
way
fair.
too
Put,
sweet.
like, way less of the flavoring
Yeah,
in there. And then
yeah.
I can enjoy it. But I will say the, like, pumpkin spice cold foam on a cold brew, that's the shit.
Yeah.
It's so
the best. It's the best. I had to ask because I had a pumpkin spice iced chai the other day, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
I would probably try that.
It
That
was,
sounds good.
It was pretty incredible.
If
I
it-
didn't know that was a thing. Someone told me about it, and I was like, I have to try it. And now I'm not going to drink any other pumpkin spice thing, probably while it's available.
We'll wait a couple months to dive into it, but we should revisit this about the holiday drinks because I have a lot to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love way more of those than
Okay.
So
I was going to ask too.
where do you get that at, Jared? Because as not a coffee drinker, I'm like, well, I can't participate, but I like a good chai.
you can make
Yeah.
a caffeine-free pumpkin spice thingy. The
I
kids,
mean-
the kids get it.
It's not the caffeine that I avoid. I'm not a big coffee person.
Doesn't like the taste of coffee.
I mean,
I
it's
don't even know what that's like.
my wife is literally addicted to Starbucks,
So
so
Starbucks does it? Okay.
I always just go there by default, pretty much.
I prefer to think of that as support and loyalty.
Sure, it's a very expensive support and loyalty.
Starbucks does
Inflation.
make
Yeah,
a
no
Thanksgiving blend that comes out like 2 days before Thanksgiving and is sold out like 2 days after. And that's some of the best beans they make.
Really?
That and
Ooh.
the Guatemalan one. We used to call it Guatemalan Bam Bam when we were on deployment because it had so much caffeine in it.
They, well, I think one of the best drinks to have at Starbucks is a caramel apple spice,
That's good.
which is
Oh,
just
I haven't
like
had that.
basically just like apple juice
Yep.
heated up, but then with caramel in there. Oh,
It sounds
it's,
good.
it's
Caramel.
delicious.
I in any type of drink, coffee, cocktail, whatever, I'm not a big like sweet drinks
Yeah.
person, which is weird because I have a massive sweet tooth for like chocolate, desserts, whatever. But
You want some of this candy?
I know, right? Got a candy over there.
Literally between episodes, half of us went and grabbed bags of candy.
Yeah, go get candy.
Just gonna grab a peanut M&M while Jane talks.
So it's not even that I don't like sweet things. It's just for some reason, like in drink form, I'm just not as much of a fan. But that being said, there are certain like, if I don't view it as coffee, if I'm like, I'm not getting a coffee thing, this is basically just a coffee flavored milkshake, then
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah. I like pumpkin beer too. I'll drink pumpkin
Yeah.
beers until they're gone.
Nope.
So
But
this,
of course, it's not really like pumpkin flavor. It's
No,
just
no.
like the spices that go
Yeah.
in a pumpkin pie.
I like the Oktoberfest stuff.
Yeah, I like
that
the
stuff I did.
Oktoberfest.
And
yeah.
Sam Adams Oktoberfest
Yeah, it's
is
Very good.
Awesome.
Quite
yeah,
solid.
Yeah,
very
quite
good.
solid.
It's super good.
Also, the not liking sweet drinks thing is like an adulthood thing for me because when I was a teenager, I would go to Starbucks and either get a,
God.
let's see, what was it? White chocolate peppermint mocha
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
or,
high five from across the table. That shit's delicious.
yeah. Or I would get a butterscotch caramel Irish cream latte, which was
Jesus
just like
Christ.
Good gosh.
literally throw every
Yeah.
syrup that you have in your arsenal into one drink and I'll drink it.
It's just a
So I
graveyard.
think I
but with
maybe
coffee.
just,
And milk.
yeah, I think I maybe just overdid it in my youth. And then now I like can't stand sweet drinks.
So, because we're on there, I will say we live obviously in Colorado, which I know every state thinks they're a beer state. And I'm not going to say that Colorado is the craft beer state, but we would definitely compete in the heavyweight competition for that title.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think,
100%.
I don't think we'd
would
win
agree
all
with
the
that.
time, but we'd compete.
As someone who lived
I've
in New
heard-
England, who was like a regional powerhouse in beer,
Yeah.
Colorado is pretty good.
Yeah.
I've heard that someone here has a beer podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we drink beer.
Check out Orange and Brew.
I'm surprised you guys don't have beers, Jane and Trent. You guys usually have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
yellow
It's
can.
11 a.m.
We'll do.
That's
I said.
lunchtime.
I think we're going to have to do for next recording session because you guys will have just returned from a trip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a 7 a.m. beer that day.
Chains would let me know, like, look,
I'm
would
like,
it be
3
possible
max.
to like call a sub in for one day of recording? I'm like, I've got people who are ready with characters to show up.
We're literally catching a
People just start
5:30
scratching when
a.m.
they heard
flight
that,
that
like,
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get the call.
There's going to be like, Ari is going to have some sort of ailment where she can't speak for 3 episodes.
Just do something against Cade and Kaylin, and you can pretend that you have a hangover.
Oh
from
my
hell.
That's
God.
true, because
nice.
I probably actually will. We're coming back from a wedding. So
So it'll be a
Yeah,
hair of the
you-
dog.
yeah.
And if I've ever
Banquet
met
beer.
Wedding Jane, she gets crazy.
All this to say, though, in Colorado's brew house, if you will, is a lot of it's the Belgian style beer. A lot of it's sours. A lot of it has a lot of flavor going on. And don't get me wrong, I know it sounds disgusting, but each year when one of the local breweries around here busts out their candy corn sour,
Gross.
that shit
Weird.
fucks.
gross.
Disgusting.
It's
That sounds
so
You know what?
good.
This is
That
actually
sounds
going to be
wild.
more divisive than the PSL.
Yeah.
I'll say it right now. I don't care. Fuck candy corn.
Fuck candy corn.
And you know what else fucks candy corn? These bandits.
They probably have a whole bunch of candy corn.
But
This
I
is
still
a-
have a point to make, and a
This
platform
is
to
a
make
big.
it on.
This is a big source of strife because James likes candy corn. I definitely dislike
You
candy
like
corn.
sugary wax, huh?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't actually think candy corn's good. I just like it. I grew up, we're going really aside, but I have to drop it here because this informs a lot of my life and it may make sense to some of you. I grew up in a household with a mother who's a nutritionist, and my sister would eventually go on to become a dietitian.
Yeah.
Like, we did not have sugar in our household. My friends would joke accurately that I could get a sugar rush off of eating a fucking apple.
True.
So candy corn, dude, you could have, to this day, I still love Tootsie Rolls. If it is candy, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care the quality. Well, give me those Necco wafers. I'll eat those. Like, if it's candy, I love it.
It is true that like the way James rebelled, like in his late teens or like going into college, was like, I'm gonna eat all the junk food.
I'm gonna eat the Necco wafers.
Yeah, we've like had dinner with his family when his mom is like, I'll do dessert, and then it's a grapefruit, and that's like the.
We each got a quarter of a grapefruit. And it was
Which,
delicious.
and I have to say, James's whole family, phenomenal cooks. Like everyone makes great food all the time, and it's like healthy. And I literally feel like I'm on like a wellness retreat when we hang out with them because I just eat so much better than I ever do when I'm on my own. But yeah, James was like, oh, now I have adult agency. I'm gonna eat frozen pizza and candy all the time.
If someone served me a half a grapefruit for quarter, you ever seen anger management when he throws the eggs on the wall? That would be me. Like, what is this?
But you can like torch it and like get all like
No,
bubbly.
it was
and
fresh.
Yeah.
Crisp. All of this to say, we've got a lot of interesting beers in Colorado, but one thing that is fun is a lot of these breweries that get really experimental are genuinely good, but they spend a lot of their time on IPAs because that's big in Colorado and sours. But come Oktoberfest season, you get these phenomenal brewers from around Colorado who sort of in the spirit of Oktoberfest are not trying to reinvent it. They are trying to do those classics. God, come Oktoberfest, some of the breweries in Colorado put out some of the just best traditional like beers. It's so fucking good.
Fall beers are the ones
Yeah,
I
I was
miss.
gonna say
Yeah,
fall
Like not
beers are the
drinking
best.
is there'll be like some fall beers, and I'm like, should I drink it?
Ambers, oof. Ambers in the fall is
Yeah.
just like a
Ambers and
mood.
reds. That was my
Yeah.
jam.
But right now, I think what we really need to talk about is how these bandits are falling
Good fall
one
kombucha, though,
by
too.
one to all of you.
Wow.
One by one.
All right, so you are all coming in. You're at the western edge of this somewhat informal bandit camp. There was one bandit up on a watchtower that Lucky just fucked up. Yeah.
In keeping with the idea that all of these phrases are band names, I will say we had a conversation recently about how 2000s emo music all has really, really long song titles. So
Especially
One
Fall Out
Bandit
Boy.
Up on a Watchtower is definitely
That's a Fall Out Boy title.
Yes.
A bandit on a watchtower.
Yeah.
In
On a
the
watchtower.
middle of the night
Yeah. So
with
that
a rope
is-
bridge.
Yeah.
The rope bridge part's in parentheses.
And it starts off, the whole bit is actually just our banter, angry, as someone is slowly playing acoustic guitar.
Correct.
American football style.
Yeah.
All right. So where we ended was Nikolai just finished his turn crossing the small creek, going over near these couple of large logs. And now that you're over there, you can easily pick this out. I'm going to say your survival DC is high enough. You can see where these logs have been drug over this road back and forth several times over the last few weeks or months. You're now behind this large log. Like, it's a 5 foot across log. It's big. You're crouched down, and you're now kind of getting a view a little bit. It's kind of hard to make out. Dim light. You don't have low light vision. You're seeing 4, 5, 6, 7 figures kind of around a campfire, maybe 80 feet to the east, give or take. And you can see another blind, but you don't see anyone up in that watch platform. Now, into your turn. You're being stealthy. He's trying to. Goes through. No one seems to react. All right, Lucky, it's your turn. So, Lucky, you saw Nikolai cross the river, and then he tucked into a part of this log, and even you, lost sight of him for a second.
Okay.
You think you could probably find him if you looked for him, but yeah, you lost that vision for a moment.
I'm just going to go towards the same area.
All right, you stealthing across the river, or are you going to just move across it and then stealth on the other
No,
side?
we're stealthing all the way.
Okay. All right, so you move across. It's a little deeper there, so it takes you a second, but you move up. You get to that
Perfect.
log, and you get the same view now. Same thing, handful, probably more than a handful of shapes, 80, 60, 80 feet
That
to
was
the east.
30 for whatever that counts as.
That's
Okay.
appropriate.
I think
with
that's-
with the difficult terrain, that's dead on.
That's 2 movement.
Half speed for stealth.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
that's
then
fine.
10
I just
extra
wanted to make
feet
sure.
for moving difficult terrain across the river.
No worries. Sounds good.
Which, you know what? I think Kingmaker is just going to do it as a rule for that campaign.
Yeah.
It's one thing I really liked that I'm sure existed in 1E, but I saw really clearly in 2E, which is that difficult terrain doesn't double movement. It is an additional 5 feet of movement cost, which is great when you're trying to figure out diagonals or stealth speed. So you make it up there, Lucky. You tuck in. Maybe at one point during the movement, Nikolai, you think you may have seen Lucky, but even you're not sure. So you tucks into there. All right, Ari, you're down off of the platform. You saw Lucky cross the river and kind of vanish across it into this bush near the log.
Just following, doing
All
the same
right.
thing.
Moving across, you have the probably same amount of movement. You'll make it a little farther back. All right, move up, tuck in.
Do I see Nikolai too?
No, you saw Nikolai cross the river, but you haven't seen him since he tucked into the
None
log.
of us see each other. We're just all within 5 feet, but none of us can see each other.
You all, so think about it like this: you know that they're right near you, but you don't know exactly where they're hiding.
Yeah.
It's sort of
No,
like you all have, we all have families, spouses, and in some case children. Do you have the bit where they're in their bedroom, but you look in for a second, you're like, I know they're in here, but I cannot see them in this room.
Sure.
They're around the corner in a closet. It's that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So you make it,
And Arthur's all the way back here.
Arthur's
and
I'm here to help.
sure enough, Arthur, it's your turn. You saw once again, you saw most of them cross the river. It's just so open, but then they sort of disappear as they tuck into the cover on the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get across the water there.
Now you're doing stealth.
Yeah, I mean, I have
So you
to
can
try.
move 40 feet because you're crossing at that crossing doesn't have any extra difficult terrain. All right. Okay. You
I think I may even try and get on the other side of those logs, sort of between little spot there.
if you have the movement, you can. You'll be quickly
so.
coming out of cover as you come out behind those logs. And there's a bush. If you breach the bush, then you're stuck there.
This side,
Going
sorry,
to
to
the
the east.
Yeah, I think you'll just make it past that log.
Yeah.
All right. So
And we all see.
Yeah.
he's being
Like in
decent.
Jurassic Park, where all the raptors are coming, you can just see Arthur.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not
Yeah.
it's not amazing, but you're like, all
Yeah.
right, Arthur's putting some effort in. You've kept up your plate well enough that it's not like.
I'm probably feeling confident about how it's going right now.
So far, so good.
Okay, Nikolai, it's your turn again then. Like I said, you can see that. You see that other platform on the actual map. You can pick that out. And it's the same thing, 20 feet off the ground. This one...
Off to the east.
Yeah, to the east of you, a little ways. Pretty close to where the other camp is, so... It's
No one's up there, though.
You don't see anyone up there.
Can I tell how close these people are to the platform?
You'd say that they're anywhere in between like 10 to maybe 30 feet away from it. So you know it's gonna get a little tight.
Okay.
As you get closer, you'll get a better view of it. But at this distance, you're like, they're near it, not on it or under it immediately.
I will try to stealth to get up there.
Okay.
Or to get to it at least.
All right.
If I see if there's a rope bridge down, I'm obviously going to take that into account.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So go ahead and move yourself. I think it'll be like 40 feet. Oh, wait. Yeah, 40 feet is what we determined is probably the round down. 35 is the round down for stealth. So you're sneaking your way up. You're keeping that tree and the brushes in between for little bits of
I'll
cover.
get to that bigger tree and I'll kind of hide behind it, take cover behind it.
Okay. So you move up, and I will say that as you're getting closer, you do hear someone say, What's that? Someone hears something. And then you take cover. And upon you're taking cover, I'm going to give you a new stealth roll. Okay. MBD. You would with yourself +1, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So you...
I mean, I'm not moving anymore until until the other guys get up here.
And so what's going to happen there is in response to that, you heard like a feminine voice kind of make that comment, and you're going to hear 3 people kind of like stand up, pick something up off the ground, because I imagine you probably don't have a great line of sight to them because you're hiding behind this big ass tree. And then they're going to do some searches. So I know your DC. Some people look around.
Big fat 11.
I don't say anything. All of them say in perfect turn unison for simplicity's sake.
And Nikolai's, these guys are so stupid.
Dude, the roll I just made. All right, Lucky, it's your turn.
All right, creeping on up.
Yep.
Let's go.
So you know the deal.
So I
Creeping on up
Sorry, I don't want to hit this tree.
to the bandit camp.
Yep, that works. That's probably about it.
And you've got a much better plus. Yeah, you're sneaking up, MBD.
Yep, I'll just use my 3 movement to get up there.
All right. Ari, it's your turn.
Creeping. Up next to Lucky.
We're like within 30 feet now, the closest individuals for the listener.
And you can now see, you're about... And you want to kind of describe what you see a little bit now that you're getting up there?
Yeah, it looks like there's 6 bandits.
Yep.
5 of them are around a fire. And I don't know what they're doing, but they're just chilling.
Well, 3 of them are now standing up, having picked up weapons. The others are still kind of sitting there. And sure enough, Ari, as you get a little closer, you see a woman. And you know what? We have a drop for this.
Oh.
If I can remember the appropriate button for the describe someone. I think it's the purple one at the top right.
Purple one.
You see this woman.
Oh, dear.
Oh, snap.
Can I see that a little bit more?
Yeah, who wants to describe her?
Oh.
She's cool.
Think of Miri, but like a little more, I'm going to say rough looking.
Yeah, she kind of looks like a MMA fighter.
Yeah, she's like
She's jacked.
legit tall, pretty jacked.
She has an axe in each hand.
Yep.
She has
So
a
many
massive knife on her boot.
A huge belt full of things.
Yeah.
A cool kind of like earring situation going on.
She looks like a kindly woodworker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Classic
Probably
kindly
nothing.
woodworker.
She also and I don't know if this is just artistic liberty or not, but she sort of has a smirk of like, I will destroy you.
Yeah.
Like she looks pretty cocky.
You all have a pretty good history with bandits with axes, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I feel like Ari is like terrified.
Lady bandits with axes.
Lady bandits with axes.
Another great bandit.
Would it just be better to be lady axe bandits?
Sure.
Lady Axe Bandit.
She kind of reminds me of Gina Carano.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like a
Giant, physically imposing
Yeah,
woman
it's
who
ready to
could
fuck shit
destroy
up.
you.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the little
One
rock.
second.
Oh.
So you make it up there. That's all 3 of your actions to get up there. Because you're stealthing. You can only move 35 feet because it's a half move rounded down. So, and sure enough, you hear her, you can kind of get a little bit of sight to her. You'll hear her say, "Oh, I swore I heard something. There's someone out there. Hope Steffson saw it on the west."
Ari looks at Lucky and she's like, Steffson.
Don't name him, you get attached.
Steffson's dead, bro.
And now, sure enough, you're going to see, I have my own little bit. You see Purple Bandit, because we use the little color codes on the standees. Purple Bandit's going to stand up, pick up their weapon, and spend an action searching to the west. All right. No, I don't see anything. She's going to stand up now, pick up, she had one axe on the ground, pick up an axe. Oh, there's definitely something there. I'm sure I heard it. Where is it?
Why don't we just wait for them to come to us?
Yeah.
And now
And just take
finally,
them out one by one in the woods.
Green Bandit stands up, picks up a bow, squints. Oh, could this be an animal? All right, Arthur, it's your turn.
God damn it. Ari doesn't know what it
Arthur
is.
is going to yell, "Taste steel, morons!"
Oh my god.
Oh no!
And this is athletic rush.
Lucky's like,
Yeah.
This is athletic rush.
They were doing so good. Okay.
He is gaining a plus 10 bonus to his speed.
And you get a move action as a part of it, right?
Correct. So
Or a
this would be
stride.
35 feet.
I feel like I actually had this coming a little bit because of Val, where you're like, we've been setting up this whole thing, and now you're just ruining it.
we should probably tell him hang back until the shit jumps off next time.
And what I'll say is with these trees, the way I want to treat it is you can move through them. Just being in the profile of the top end of the tree is just going to give you light cover.
And I will move all the way up to
You got to move up to, what bandit is that?
whichever one that is.
There's a color code on it, probably.
Blue.
Bandit blue, thank you.
The
I
blue
believe
bandit.
that's 2 movements.
That's 2 movements. You athletic rush, invoke your god, channel
Yes.
through their divine power.
Indeed.
Sword and board out.
I think we're going to take the last action to lift the shield up.
Oh, okay.
Taste steel. Ah!
This steel of my shield.
Right. Next turn.
All right, Nikolai, it's your turn. This is fucking amazing.
I'll shoot the first. Let's see. Was that one within 30 feet, Jared?
Which one? The one to the one on the north side of the campfire.
It's like
Green
35 or
bandit?
40.
Okay, it's 40.
I think so, yeah.
Perfect. All right, so you're in the tree, and so now that Trent's in there, yeah, there's a campfire with logs, like sort of log seats around on like the 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock angles, and then another bandit sort of a little outside of it, down further to the 6 o'clock direction of the fire. And in charges Arthur, just straight from the west, from the 9 o'clock, just powering in, shield up. Everyone else is hiding in that same direction Arthur came from, but Arthur did charge in enough of an angle it didn't intrinsically give away the rest of the group's location. So, dusk time raid, the sun's setting. I feel like at this point it's getting pretty close to setting, the final rays of sunlight. Honestly, it'd be backlighting all of you coming in from the west.
It's kind of perfect.
It's super cinematic.
I like it.
And they got to look into the sun.
Exactly.
I
hate driving
rolled
into the sun.
18 to hit,
Okay.
and I made if we're doing the mischance, I rolled 14 for that.
Yep, because it is dusk. Unless
Yep.
you have low light vision, it's just actually they're around the campfire, so they're fully lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
and we talked about
Yeah.
that last episode.
Then can I use this for my second attack?
No,
Boo.
but you do hit on a 14. You said.
8 points of
Or
damage.
sorry, what was your roll to hit?
18.
That is definitely a hit on Green Bandit. As you, and the arrow just sinks in. You said 8 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Dead. Just it
Oh,
crawls to the
yeah.
ground.
Then I guess the next one behind him.
He did taste steel.
All right,
Get
what
that
color
tracker
is that? Is
going.
that Purple Bandit? I
Oh,
see
yeah.
coming
Yeah,
next. Or
Purple
blue?
Bandit.
All right, Purple Bandit.
16.
Also a hit.
8
Jesus,
points of
dude.
damage.
Oh,
So you
nice.
rolled pretty well in the second roll
Yeah.
then. 8 again.
Yep.
Crumbles.
Whoa.
Jesus.
And I have one more action.
So how you liking this archer cleric?
Pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
Let's go with this is probably a miss. 11.
And this is against Red Bandit, I believe. Yeah, that's a miss. So tunk, tunk, and they just collapse. Boom, boom, right down. You hit exactly their HP
Better
in
mark
both
those
cases.
down.
I've got it.
And staggered isn't
Nikolai's
a thing
climbing
anymore.
that list.
Staggered isn't a thing anymore. So you just take them to 0 and they both go down. Boom, 1 down. Boom, 2 down.
Badass.
A third arrow, I imagine, just misses his head and like into a tree behind him.
Is this mini also a bandit? It's
Yes,
just you didn't
I
have
just
enough?
didn't have
Okay.
enough standees. So that's Bandit in parentheses I put for my coding. I have Bandit by color, and that one's just Bandit Mini.
I think there's a bandit in there.
Oh shit. For a side note, Jason, who's been playing Pathfinder for I don't know how many years, showed up and was like, I've got these old standees. You want them? I'm like, I will use
That's
them.
first edition Rise of the Rune Lords.
Oh, fuck
there.
yes.
Nice.
God, I love Rise. All right, Nikolai, that was your turn.
Yep.
All right, Blue Bandit. Is Blue Bandit still alive? I think that's
Nope.
the one.
He's the
Oh,
one
yeah,
right
yeah,
in
yeah.
front of me.
You're right.
All right, Blue Bandit's like, and I
Yes,
did say
that's right. Haha.
He's he had his dagger out before he picked up his short bow. He's going to just, well, I guess he has a hand for it. He's just going to have the dagger that he has out, and he's going to try to stab at thee. Using
Stab at thee.
my headlopper die. Always rolls hot for me.
And sometimes kills players.
I don't know what you're talking about. Off the
My
table.
players.
God damn it.
Hey, I saw that one. Purple.
Literally that
Critical.
one.
We're going to have a discussion about what color that
Wow,
is later.
this is awkward.
So
Fusion.
critical fumble.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and let's draw this out. Trent, I'm just going to cut it and do it right away for you. He misses with the dagger and sticks it into the log, lodging it in there.
Perfect.
He's now going to try to pull it out, but it's a DC 20 athletics check to pull his dagger
I
out.
think it's stuck in your shield, is what I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that. Stuck in the shield.
Ah.
Fails to pull it out. Third action is going to...
There's a joke here I'm
Just-
going to leave alone.
He's just going to back away 15 feet to the east away from you,
Okay.
Trent, if you'd be kind enough to move that
don't
mini
have-
for me.
The AOO yet.
Reactive attack. The RA. All right,
Yeah.
it's Red's turn. Seeing the arrows fly in, he is going to drop prone behind the log to take improved cover. And he is going to like up over the log, like pop up and try to shoot a short bow shot at you, Trent.
Yeah, all right.
All right, coming in. That's better, but probably not good enough. I know. Got a good AC. You're champion. 12.
That's going to be a fail.
Yeah.
Kank.
And he'll do it again. A 2?
Definitely a critical fail.
That doesn't even make it. It falls in front of him.
It just it just like pops off the bow at a weird angle. All right, that now makes it the aforementioned mini bandit's turn. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna take a 5-foot step back first to get it, and then he's gonna crouch down to gain cover. Gonna pop that short bow up
Fight
and
me, you cowards.
take a shot at you. No, he's not full prone. He's just crouching behind it for cover because he doesn't want. He's nervous that Arthur's gonna run up and just stab a prone dude.
I can
Just
only
break the legs off.
I can only picture this bandit as a halfling now because it's a mini bandit.
Aw. It could be. Maybe it is. Jumps back. Boom. 10 to hit.
Critical fail.
Yeah, this die is not heat enough for me. It might be time to swap it out for the London die.
I am just like deflecting these arrows with the shield left and right,
Ting, ting,
taking a
ting.
dagger into it.
Lucky, it's your turn. This is not going my way.
Which is the way we want it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think after the whole last campaign, I owe you a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how after a couple of different games I've run for you, even off mic, I think I owe you a couple.
Well, for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna take a shot at Double Axe Lady.
Oh,
All
named
right.
character.
I would say, though, to make you feel better,
Yeah.
I love making backup so much that, like, if I die, so what?
Well, as we
Yeah.
talked about last episode, like you could always try to get in on the playtest, right?
That's true.
Be like, yeah, I'm gonna make an animus now, real quick. Get my thoughts into Paizo. Just name drop the podcast and like every line of the feedback for the playtest.
Mhm.
Well, in our episode, this of the Live to Die
I'll just send
podcast
him
here.
a copy of our podcast.
Just send them the MP3. Have your designers listen.
How's a 19?
Oh, okay, that is gonna be a hit. Now,
Nice.
go ahead, and we forgot to do this for some of your attacks, Jason, but that's okay. Give me that
Oh, yeah,
low
the-
light. Oh no, wait,
Oh,
they're
no.
near the fire.
Yeah,
they're near the
on
fire.
the fire.
Oh man, what a waste of a natural 20.
I mean, you could maybe say that the
I'm
mini
sorry.
guy. Could maybe say the mini guy is
The
not.
mini guy will not be. Yeah, because I think I'm gonna
Fair.
say it's not a great cook fire.
Yeah.
Right, it's a cook fire, not a campfire, so
Sure,
less
sure.
light.
So that's 9 points of damage.
Oh God.
Burn, burn, burn.
right into her. And you see her just grimace.
Lucky.
Which one was that?
The axe
The
lady.
axe lady.
She just
The
like
double axes.
grits her teeth. She's not feeling happy.
Can I hide there? Or do I need to find better cover?
You have cover, so you can spend an action to hide there. Yes.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. So
All right.
you're gonna roll that, right?
Yep. Got it.
And then I'm gonna just kind of slink off north a little bit, about 10 feet.
Okay. No big deal. All right, so you stealth back. All right, Ari, it's your turn. Shit's going down.
All right, Ari's going to run up to the edge of the trees,
Okay. Running up.
which I can do
I
in
don't know
one
why,
move.
but I pictured her Naruto running up the tree.
Woohoo. And then
Just making
she's
little
going
hand
to,
gestures.
Yeah.
even though she doesn't, she's just going on a whim here, she's going to throw the rock thing that she found
Oh,
Okay.
fun.
over, and I'm going to try to throw it kind of like back behind Double Axe Lady
Sure. What's the
in
worst
this
that could
little
happen?
like clearing area.
I'm gonna give you this much knowledge. You will want to hit someone with it.
Okay, then I'm throwing it at Double Axe Lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God.
Hopefully
Well,
it doesn't help her.
Yeah. Heal.
Okay.
Yeah, she grows.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Jane.
Large.
I messed up.
She is huge.
Pick your original location.
Awesome. So I'm going to put it like right behind Double Axe Lady.
Okay. Right there. Trent, you have that picked. All right. Now, Trent, who
Yeah.
all is within 10 feet of it?
Axe lady. Blue.
Okay. Actually, here's the thing, Jane. It can go either way. So it's your choice. Do you want to hit her with it? Or do you want to like be, let's go with the original one. You said they're behind it. We're just going to play it as you rolled it.
Okay.
So it slams into it and it explodes in a deafening explosion.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
mop.
So no one's going to take, is that directly adjacent to anyone, Trent?
No.
No one's going to take any
Because
damage.
is it still an intersection of
No,
squares?
that's a Starfinder thing. Now it is a
Oh.
specific square.
So they're both.
So we would say it's one behind her.
Yep.
She would be adjacent to it.
Anyone
then.
else adjacent?
Two of them, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yes.
blue.
And blue.
So they're each going to take a single point of sonic splash damage from
Nice.
the Thunderstone.
Fun.
Jason, you were correct. I kept note of that. So
Nice.
Yay.
nice little call.
Maybe
Hell
my
yeah.
backup
We're
makes
building,
Thunderstone.
we're building patches.
And then what's the color of the other bandit that it got smacked by?
Blue.
Blue. Yes.
All right, blue takes one. Now everyone who's within 10 feet of it needs to make a fortitude saving throw.
That's the guy that read.
Yeah, red.
Red as well.
Mhm.
And is Arthur within 10? Or is
No,
it just
15.
bandits?
Nope.
Well, screw all of you.
Which is almost like why I picked that location.
Okay, save. So
Although I did think about throwing it in front of her to intentionally harm Arthur.
That's
But
big
then I
Jane
was
energy.
like, I'm not Val
Hey,
anymore.
I'm taking everybody's attacks out
Yeah, that
here,
would be
okay?
a lucky thing more
Yeah.
than a Ari thing.
All right. So the named the twin axe lady, she saves, and I think the other two are going to fail. So they'll become deafened, which is automatically critically fail perception checks that require hearing. -2 for perception checks on initiative. And if you perform an action that has the auditory trait, DC 5 flat to do it successfully.
So they basically just hear like a ringing in their ears.
Mop, mop, mop. Yep. And so
Annoying.
now you know that it had it in its hand, and if it had lived through that first turn, it was going to throw the stone down to alert the whole camp.
That is a good
Ah.
alert.
It is.
Yeah.
That also does damage, yeah.
It's it's one of those writers like, all right, writers,
Mhm.
good job.
Mhm.
All
Keep
right,
that in mind.
all right. Any other?
Yep, then she's running up to Double Axe Lady.
Okay, so that'll be one action to move, one action to throw, final action to move up to double axe lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now that's going to make it purple. Is purple still alive over there?
Mm-mm.
Purple is dead.
Purple's
Red,
super dead.
Axe Lady and Mini.
It's double axe lady's turn. You guys kill a lot of people.
Yes.
I think she is going to spend an action to draw and spend an action to drink a healing potion.
Coward.
Axe Lady?
Yep. And so her first
You guys need
action.
AOs.
Did she have to put an axe down?
No, because she only had one axe out.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. It's not.
Well, we're
It
going
looks
to
like she
remind you
has
of
them
that.
both.
in the art, it does.
Yeah.
Looks to me like she actually does have them both out. So.
I mean, even if she has them, she has. You know what she did? Just for
She
that,
could,
she
like,
has both out, and she's able to use her fingers around the axe to drag a potion and drink it. Suck it.
Deft fingers.
She has a special ability here, born with axes.
That
Axe
sounds
hand.
painful.
It was rough for everyone involved.
Axe hands.
All right, so she's going to heal. Oh, not a great roll, but that's going to be 11 points of damage. She's going to heal. And then she will, because she does have both axes out. Thank you. She's going to use Hatchet Flurry, and I think she's
Oh,
going to
God.
use it on you because you don't have a giant shield, Jane.
I actually think this is super cool, but I hope you don't die.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you do.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the
I'm
first
going to nimble
attack.
dodge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'll be just against the first attack. It's a +2 to your AC. All right, here comes the first one. Oh, that's a good roll. Where have you been? 26 to hit on the
That
first
is a
one.
hit.
I would like to use reaction 2.
Fuck.
I am a champion.
Hey.
All right, Trent, what happens?
I am using Liberating Step. I grant Ari 4 resistance to the damage,
Fuck
Great.
yeah.
and if she would like, she can step as a free action.
Indeed.
So was that a crit at 26?
No.
Okay, I was hoping. So you'll take
So can she
4.
take a 5-foot step out of range?
She can. It will be out of the range of the second attack.
Right.
if-
That's what I'm
that's
going to
what
do.
I mean.
Or you can use it to like start setting up flanks and maneuvering. So the first one's going to hit. Because of the resistance, Jane, Ari will take 1
Go to the
point of
West
damage.
of that.
Yeah, I can't reach, but
All right, so you'll take 1 point of damage, Jane, after the
We're on the
resistance.
fire.
psh,
And then, Trent, are you adjacent to the axe lady? I can't tell from over here.
I am not.
There's so many miniatures moving around. I have no idea what's happening.
We don't either.
We're trying to get
No.
Ari
it's like in the
not-
most inconvenient place for any of us to reach at the
I know.
table.
Center.
We've all
Yeah.
got like computers we're reaching around.
We're also trying to figure out a way to not make Ari step into the
Into
fire.
it.
Into the fire.
All right, so you take a 5-foot step back.
Uh-huh.
She's got 1 swing left, and I'm really tempted. She's not going to do it. I was almost considering.
Did you take the
Do it.
resistance to the damage?
Tomahawk.
Yeah,
I
she took
did.
1 after
Hatchet.
that.
Yeah.
At
Bro.
best, she has 1 or 2 rounds left, so do what you got to do, man. Get it out there.
I'm not going to. I was going to have her chuck the hatchet, and I was like, no, that she doesn't
That's
have
why
a
I was
special
like, throw
ability.
it.
What? What are you, a coward?
That's all 3 of her actions.
She has a 1 action for 2 strikes. John.
As a flurry.
Yeah,
But there's no one around.
exactly. So, but it is make 2 strikes at the same target.
Yeah.
So I could have, because hatchets have rage, I could have
Sure.
had her just chuck it.
Sure.
All right,
Still could.
it is Arthur's turn. I'm not going to do it.
Still good.
Because I want to do the flurry in future turns. And she only has 2, not 3 hatchets.
You need
Fair.
the hatchet to return back.
Arthur will take 1 step up here to Axe Lady.
I'm going to step up to the axe.
She's an
Moving
axe lady.
And he will, let's see, I think he's going to take the old mace here.
Also, I wish I could give myself
Sprayed in her
a
eyes.
patch, because like this is one of the first times I've actually managed to remember and use the healing potion on the character
Nice.
sheet.
Ah,
Good
yeah.
job.
I think I'm going to give her mace face.
You know, when you said that, I was like, I guess
Mace
we're not getting
face.
that potion.
Yeah, it was a lesser too. It's a nice healing potion.
That's an 18,
Total,
correct?
that is a hit.
All right.
get to
all
hit.
right.
She's feeling pretty good. She just threw that potion down. Every time I think about healing potions, I do think about orconomics.
That is
Yeah.
6 damage, 6 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
That
All
did
right.
make me like rethink how healing potions work in this setting.
I will raise the shield.
All right, step, swing, raise. Classic for a reason. Nikolai, your turn. God, I love this game.
The rope. How difficult is it to climb that rope bridge?
It's a rope ladder, so it's no difficulty. It's designed to be climbed.
Okay, so I will.
I'm going to say it is. Yeah, it's just
But
a
it's
rope ladder.
apparently going to be super freaking loud.
I mean, not compared to
Well,
combat, but yeah,
So I would sit. Let's
it's
see.
20 feet up.
So it'll take me
2 actions will
2
get you
actions
up.
to get up there.
Yep, 2 actions will get you all the way up on the blind, which also gives you high ground. It's not Baldur's Gate 3, but it's a good place to be.
over, Axe Lady.
Yeah.
I have the high ground.
You underestimate my banditry.
All right. I'll shoot at the Axe Lady.
Chop all of her legs and arms off.
No, I'll leave one. Yep.
You're right.
But it's the one that's already missing. It's an 18 to hit.
God damn, what are all you?
Yeah.
Now, was that with your volley range penalty?
Oh, what is that? What's the volley range penalty?
Is it
I forgot.
-1 or 2 for volley?
It's -2.
-2.
How high up is he?
20 feet. Oh, fucking Pythagoras.
That's what I was going to say. Is I feel like
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
think you're right.
yeah.
Boom.
Because I
Shout
think
out
it's
to
it's like
Pythagoras.
20
Math.
feet, 20. Yeah.
It's pretty close, but
We're gonna
Great
call it.
math. Great.
You know what?
math.
Maybe that'll be our elevation rule. If you have elevation, you get to ignore volley.
volley.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I feel like that's an
I
easy
mean,
one.
you probably are anyway,
as
just
someone
by...
with a longbow. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, sure. At least for this fight, that's the rule. Until Ike contacts me later, he's like, "That's not how that works."
Actually, by Pythagoras theorem, it would be less. So
I will say in the game you and I play, Trent, it is fun to have a couple people who are good at math
Yeah.
who will on the fly Pythagoras
In
be
their
like, it's
head,
that
yeah.
far away. And I'm like, God, that's the use case. When you're in high school, you're like, when am I ever going to use this? When you're playing Pathfinder
Yes.
as an adult.
So when Matt, you've already figured it out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Text me and let me know what that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you got
it's
it.
20
It-
feet up, 20 feet to the bandit. So
Yeah.
That's probably more
there's
than
your
30.
numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. All right, it's you hit. So roll damage for me on
3.
2. All right. Boom.
Took a lot to climb the ladder. I'm not athletic.
Yeah.
I get out
It's
there and
tiring. Like,
I'm like, what elevation is this?
It's crick level. All right. It's Blue Bandit who are they still kicking?
Yeah,
Yep.
but
Blue's
their
up.
dagger's
Yep.
stuck in a shield.
and they're all deafened
Yep.
and stuff.
Where is they ran back, so they have their bow. Yeah, so they're just going to I think they will crouch behind the same log to take cover for the first action, and then they don't want the shit cover against Arthur, so they're going for the open armor, the open target. First shot coming in at you, Ari. Ooh,
Pshaw.
better roll.
Pshaw.
18 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh.
Yes.
God damn it. Second shot coming in.
Damn, you must be dexterous as fuck.
Yeah.
Sure
All
am.
right, 20 to hit.
Hit.
All right, here we
Liberating
go.
step.
God,
Hey.
Yeah.
Champions.
Hawkins should not have given Trent this character.
You can take a step if you'd like.
I'm gonna take a step towards Bandit Lady.
Yeah. Jane, you take, because of that, no damage.
Amazing.
As you
Thanks,
just,
but now I like Arthur more.
champions are such interesting frontline activators.
Yes.
What? How does this actually like play out in the narrative sense? Like, is he just like pushing Ari? Like, oh no, there's an arrow.
So
Like,
it'll be a little different from character to character. Trent, how do you feel like it plays out?
I see it, especially because he's shield based. He sort of like maneuvers the shield to blunt the attack and gives you space to move.
like step out
behind
of the
it.
way.
Which
Yeah.
you as a swashbuckler probably are like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And like, no, you
Dancing
don't-
around.
You don't have to be adjacent to them, right?
15 feet.
So part of it is literally moving the shield, and part of it is divine. Like a part of this is like using divine magics to like basically interpose some of Arthur's own force of personality made manifest as magic between this strike coming in and you, specifically behind the focus of like, it'll be a little bit from character to character. Largely the Liberator is like against those who would control or take
Yeah.
power over others.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it's Arthur focusing his mind and power behind the concept to make it physical enough to interpose to slow down damage coming to those
And
that he wishes to
I
protect.
imagine you like
Sweet.
wish or pushing people away from
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also
Yeah.
probably saying each time, like, move. Like,
Step.
get out of the way a
Step.
little bit, you know?
And it's like with such conviction that when that word hits you, it's like your body almost like can react in a way that would be, it's almost like a peripheral nervous system reaction. Like it hits you with such force that it flows into you for a second.
Cool.
It's narratively, I like Champions so much because I think there's plenty of appropriate jokes about paladins just being fantasy cops that I think
Yeah.
Champions really build on the idealism of it, of the oath, of the protection. And I know like obviously it's in the name and I've been reading Once in Future, but it has a lot of the like very round table sort of ideas of knightlyhood
yeah.
around it.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of talk there to say you take no damage, which sucks. And then
Yeah.
the other attack, that's their whole turn.
Doesn't suck.
So the red one, I think, is the one that dropped prone in the back. It's going to pop up and just fire a shot at... I think it saw the arrows coming in. You're going to have legit cover from your position, Jason. So you'll have +2 to your AC.
Okay.
And it's going to try to shoot up at you from behind. Oh, that's much better. That's going to be a 25 to hit. With here we go. Big damage, 4 damage.
All right.
And it's just going to keep doing this. 6. Final shot. Oh, all right. That's pretty sexy. 13 to hit. All right.
So 4 total damage?
Yeah, 4 total damage. Look, they're bandits, okay?
I mean, it's 4th level. That's like a third of my hit points.
You're 2nd level.
Oh, yeah. It's like a 4th of my hit points.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Combat at this level is fun. I've been really enjoying the design space of the encounters because I feel like if you're just in an open field, 2nd level's kind of hit. But like having the forests, the rivers, the multiple levels to climb up, I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, so it's giving me Baldur's Gate vibes, which I love.
It's lovely for a rogue too, to have like cover on the map.
Yeah.
Instead of like, is there a tree I can hide
Right,
behind somewhere?
Archers, rogues, all that shit.
It also for me builds like you're in this forest, like you're in this frontier land. All right, Bandit Mini, who's back there crouching, got a clean shot at you, Trent. So gonna pop up. First shot coming in hot, 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Ooh, all right. So
I
rating
will
step. Just
shield
kidding.
block.
4 points of damage. What's the hardest on your shield?
5, right? Or
Yeah,
10?
I think it's 5.
Or the-
yeah, hardness 5.
So you just completely tank, bang, all of it. God,
Dope.
that's so cool.
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you allowed to say fuck?
Ari's like, Arthur, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Of course.
I'm pretty sure.
Only when I mean it.
This one is a 14 to hit.
Oh, that's a miss.
And looking for a 20. How do we feel? Just asking for a me. -1 to hit?
Critical fail?
No, I think it goes back around.
oh, okay.
Crit?
It's basically a
Critical
30.
fail.
Yeah. Legally, it's a 45. Lucky, it's your turn.
I'm going to shoot at blue.
Okay.
At blue from the cover.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I could not shield block because that's a reaction.
Okay, so
That
you'll
which I
take
had
4
already
points
used.
of damage.
Yes.
There you go. All right. Which one's blue? Blue's the crouching one.
Yes.
So blue has cover, but not prone cover additionally.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes, and that even crits, even with their cover.
Okay.
Amazing.
Because I was hidden too, right?
Or
Oh,
not
God.
prone?
That one, the red one dropped fully prone because it's the one that's sealed. It's 2
But the
buddies
blue
next
one
to it.
didn't.
The blue one's
Okay.
crouch taking cover, but prone can make it even
I was gonna
greater.
say, does that make it flat-footed if it's prone?
Only to melee. Yes, it does, but
Only to melee.
no, it's prone to everything. It's flat-footed to everything, but it gets a huge cover bonus against range. It's a whole
Well,
intersection.
I mean, if he were to shoot the red one and hit it because it's prone, would he get like all of his extra damage?
Yep.
Cool.
But so this is the blue one though, which
Yeah.
you crit and sneak attack.
Do I need to roll a flat check for where he's located?
No, he's within 10 feet of the fire. I'm going to give you that one.
Okay. So 11 damage.
That's with the sneak attack and crit, anything doubled.
Yeah.
Well, it's fully dead, but
Okay,
it
cool.
seems low.
Nice.
It was not great rolls. I
Okay.
had a 1 and a 2 in there. So
Oh, that'll do it. If you want to, especially as we get to higher dice, I'm also okay with you rolling the normal damage and then doubling it if you don't want to add tons of dice. Look
that's
at
fine. I'm doing it.
It's whatever's
It's fun this way.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
you could roll a
respect
3
it.
and then an 8.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But okay, yeah,
And if I
so
roll 2 1s, then I got to double that. And that's not exciting.
it's true. All right. Arrow sinks in and falls down. I think you probably have more actions, Lucky, like 2 more.
Yeah. Lucky's going to move.
I love Pathfinder.
Yep.
Here down to the east, kind of outside of the campfire still, and
Run,
hide
run, run.
again.
All right, I got you, and you done hid. All right, Ari, it's your turn.
All right. Ari is going to attempt a trip on Double Axe Lady.
You're already in range.
Woohoo.
You got this.
Oh, patch it.
Oh, no.
Patch that, baby.
You trip yourself.
I-
Actually, isn't there something where if you critical fail a trip, like...
You fall prone.
Yeah.
that's much better.
It's a good thing to go against. Tripping is against reflex DC, I believe.
22.
That's a success, but not a crit. So she, boom, falls prone.
Amazing.
Due to
Ari
that roll,
gained-
Trent, I have played a character that fought another character and we were laying on the ground. Just fighting each other.
Just
Yes.
swinging
Kicking
back
each
and
other?
forth.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, you went full Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, so you now have Panache.
Panache.
Wonderful.
Ari is going to strike with the kukri and spend her panache to do the confident finisher.
I love how Jane just like instantly blows the whole Panache. Like, fuck this.
Yeah,
Let's
because
go.
it's
Yeah.
like, why not?
All right, she's
Can't
flat
die with it.
footed.
Swings the
Yes,
kukri around on a finger and then just
Yeah.
stab down.
Second attack penalty.
Okay.
So you get your full bonus.
16.
Because that is a hit.
Yes.
Can we roll a diplomacy to lie to you about what we rolled?
No.
Or deception.
Lie to me.
Lie to me. Okay, wait. I wasn't ready for this to actually work. Okay. I know.
Look, you hoped it was good, and you literally said, I didn't expect it to work.
Literally, okay. This is the thing with my previous character, and we discussed this at the time. It's like a math issue. You roll so much that it seems like you're doing worse than other people.
It's true.
I've still played Kingdom
Fuck
Death.
you guys.
You've been doing pretty well on rolls, too.
You've been doing very well. I've still played
Yeah,
other
you might be
games
the
with you
hottest
in
roller
which
this
you roll
season.
bad all the time in that
Oh,
game.
right. Okay. Anyway, 18
Hashtag
points of
season
damage. So
Holy
F off.
shit, she's
Damn.
dead.
Yeah.
You
Should
just
we keep one alive?
Huh?
Should we keep one alive?
Yes.
Whatever. I'm sick of, and she
have one
looks and
action
she's
left.
like, I'm so sick of bad bandits with axes.
Which one of you would like to be left alive?
The
one guy that's
left
alive.
And she is
Oh, no,
going
that guy's
to,
alive.
and she
Yes.
is going to look at Minnie
Oh, yes.
and say, "You're next," because
I love it.
Oh, yeah,
of
you got
her
that.
feat, and that means that I get a +2 to try to demoralize him.
Yes.
Okay,
Do it.
you got it.
Ooh,
Look at
that's-
his
Oh
DC.
my
Natural
God.
19 for a 20. Wait, what do I use to demoralize?
Intimidation.
Oh God.
He shit his pants.
Yeah, so 27 to demoralize.
Oh, does he flee?
I think that's a crit.
He's out of here.
Hey.
That's a critical.
Flee for 1 round.
They're frightened 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
So keep me
That's
honest
great.
and remind me about that because that's important and I often forget those
There
things.
is a feat that you can take that makes someone flee for a round if they're
It's
frightened.
Cool.
Never
All
mind, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Cut
Arthur,
that,
it's
cut
your
that.
turn. And he's just
Or,
like,
Roshan said it.
Yeah,
like they're
yeah.
all just kind of freaking out. They killed her. They killed Cressel. They killed Cressel.
Oh yeah, then he definitely like slow walks up to him with the mace just in his hand.
To the mini one or the prone one?
Mini.
All right. The one that's canonically now a halfling.
Yes.
He's just kind of like slowly walking up to him with the mace.
I surrender. I surrender. I surrender.
You son of a bitch. So he takes that move action. He says, "I surrender." Then he's going to move over to the other one.
All right, fine.
All right, stay there. And then he's going to
I
swing
surrender.
down
I surrender. It says the other one
on the ground. Okay. Then he lifts
themselves up.
his shield. They surrender.
Nikolai, it's your turn.
I will keep my bow on the halfling,
Okay.
just like in case he's like, I surrender, and then he leaves and he tries to run away.
Well, it's now the red one's turn, standing right beneath your feet. He looks up at you and just drops the bow and like puts his hands above his head, like rolls onto his back.
Yeah. Lucky, bring rope and tie this one up.
What's your name?
Yeah, now we have to ask them all their names.
Give me all of your IDs.
Do you actually ask that?
No, I
Okay.
don't care
I
at the
throw Arthur a
moment.
rope.
Later on, maybe.
Start tying this fucker up.
What's your name? Tony.
You back
Fuck
there,
you, Tony.
don't move. We have
Yeah.
bows that will kill you if you run.
True.
All right.
They can shoot very far, trust me.
Ari's gonna
Oh,
go
we won't-
restrain the other one.
We promise? No. Not gonna run.
Do we recognize the guy we let go amongst any of these bodies? Did he get around us and join them? I mean, they would have been ready, but I
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
He just is like, "Woo."
And he's like,
and
look,
didn't tell him like, oh, I made it back.
he's actually one of the ones who's surrendering again.
Yeah, and he's like, hi.
You got me.
This is awkward.
I think he just runs in now. It's like, there's bad guys coming.
Oh fuck.
It's like, thank God you're here.
As part of while they're talking to them, Arthur is like searching the one that he's tying up,
Okay, so you're searching Red Bandit.
patting him down.
Classic for a reason. My GM notes are so big that they keep crashing whenever I
yeah.
go over to it. And they're like, look, it's only 200 pages
Yep.
and a lot of photos. So they don't have a lot on them. They're very similar to bandits that you encountered at, what's the name? Oleg's.
Yeah.
And so short bow, dagger. One of the daggers is in your,
In my shield.
Yeah,
He
so you
does
got
not
that one.
remove it, by the way. He leaves it there.
That's
I imagine it's like stuck in
delightful.
one of the bolts.
Yeah.
So
There's going to come a time when he's going to need to pull that thing out and then stab
Yeah,
somebody
throw
with it.
it.
dagger, leather armor. There's a number of rations around the camp. Short bow, 10 arrows. They are all rocking those silver amulets
Oh.
that are in the style you've seen before already of the like beast skull with stag antlers.
We should collect them like dog tags. so
yeah,
we
we
can throw them
like
at his
pull
feet.
them off of them.
All right, fine. Take it.
Oh, I wasn't asking permission.
Okay.
What are
Now,
you doing here?
What do you mean?
What's happening with that guy?
Ari's tying him up.
Yeah, he's all
Okay,
tied
Then
up.
I'll start climbing down and heading that way.
So do you have him? Do you like bring him near the campfire?
Yeah.
Deadbolt have him tied up.
pulling him over?
Yeah, there's two of them sitting
And
there.
we'll perch the bodies like they're still alive.
I'm checking Axe Lady's body.
I'll put a book in one's
Okay.
hand.
Let's let's see a little bit of looting. So Axe Lady, who you heard them call Cressel once you killed her, has 5 silver. You know, big money.
Mm-hmm.
8 gold.
Hey.
Which ain't nothing. 2 hatchets. An empty lesser healing potion vial.
Great.
I'll take the vial.
The Stag Lord amulet and studded leather armor.
Anything
Ooh.
special about it? Kind of roll to see if there's anything special about it.
Sure, go for it.
Would you like me to add anything to it?
Yeah, give me a
great.
spell casting check, like religion or nature or something.
15.
Yeah, there's some doesn't seem to be special.
Okay.
Could be anything.
I offer the 2 tied up bandits here some water.
Okay. They kind of look at it suspiciously.
It's
and-
just water.
and
It's
one of-
poison.
One of them's drinking it as Lucky says that. He just spits it out. Oh no.
No, it's just water.
Oh.
He's mean like that.
He's like that.
Okay. Lucky, you
just had to
also
fight.
find a small cache of stuff hidden beneath the sort of watch platform that Nikolai was on.
Nice.
Do we notice whether or not they have black tear tattoos?
They do. You don't find any. They certainly don't seem to.
You
What does
guys are
that
not
mean?
very good at fighting here. You
They
might
don't
want to give
seem
up
to
this
have
life.
tattoos on their
Too
face.
bloody.
Yeah, they don't. We can't find any facial tattoos.
At some point before we leave, we should search the wagon too.
Yeah, the wagon
Yeah.
has some stuff in it.
Which is stupid. It would have stuff and be so far away from camp. It must not be terribly valuable.
Should we
We
ask
definitely
them?
want to take all the rations, though. That's like a legitimate thing in this game.
And Ari will probably look at Nikolai and be like, Nikolai, now seems like a decent time to get some information about your mortal nemesis that you've been fuming over for a few days now.
Certainly. So I'll go stand over the canonically halfling.
I'll take the other one. I'll drag the other one away.
Mm.
Like you will come with me.
Okay, all right, got it.
Someone shoot a man before he throws him out of an airplane.
So who do we want to follow? Whose interrogation we want to follow first?
Oh, I'm not interrogating.
Oh.
I'm just pulling the other one away.
So,
So they can't lie to us.
so Red Bandit's there. Ooh, right, are you gonna kill us?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
It depends on what you have to say.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about the Stag Lord.
God, he's a demon. Who knows what he's like?
Like a real demon,
I don't know.
or like you just don't like him because he's mean.
He's
It's a terrible boss.
horrifying. He's the best shot I've ever seen with a bow. And I actually saw it happen. I told my friend about it. I haven't seen him in a couple of days, but I saw him crush a prisoner's head with his bare hand.
Is that what that guy told us?
Yeah.
Yes, we have met your friend, and there's no reason he is not here.
Oh no. Oh God, I'm gonna be next.
It's making me feel so guilty.
But look, I don't know. Under that helmet, it's like he's got no face under there. It's just all darkness. Like no light can go past it. Like there's something so evil about him that it brings all the light and hope out of the world behind him.
Why does he take the stag as his symbol?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the old man in the basement. Was there any answers to?
Old man in the basement.
Oh yeah, he keeps this weird old man locked up in the basement of his fort.
Well, that's just mean.
What is the old man's
He's
name?
like,
I don't know anything about him once. I looked him in his eyes once and it terrified me. Same darkness I felt like I see under the helm of the Stag Lord is in his eyes. I kind of suspect maybe that man's really the one running the show, pulling the strings, and the Stag Lord's just his muscle, his beast on a leash.
well, that
For
sounds
someone with your
terrifying.
intelligence, that's very intuitive.
Well, I mean, it's all I am. I was on Cressel's leech until you killed her, and now I'm here, and you?
And who is she?
Oh, Cressel? Oh, she's a mean daughter of a...
She's dead, so
Well, yeah, okay. I'm not good at past tense. I always get it wrong. When she was a child, she would grow up with bandits. Oh, right, I did it there again. She grew up in this life. You know, a couple of us tried to take her in, hold her up for a couple coins a few months back until she took a few fingers and a few hands and then stalked those who lived down to the Bandit Lord's fortress himself, you know, sort of treated it as an audition. He liked us so much, brought her on, and she's been running this camp here ever since.
The Stag Lord or is the Bandit Lord different than the Stag Lord?
The Bandit Lord is the Stag Lord.
Did you get to keep both your hands?
Oh, I wasn't there.
Hold
But-
them out.
They're tied up. He's like sort of sticks them out behind him. Like he's doing a yoga pose. Right, here they are.
Do you want to keep them?
I really do. They're really useful. I use both of them.
What else are you not telling us?
There's a lot of booze underneath the platform over there. Kind of gestures in a direction. Like a fuck
Ari
ton.
like head snaps
Just
over.
runs. It's like 1917 across that field.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go to the Stag Lord. He's a bloody drunk. That's all for him. Honestly, however scary he is, he's only half of what he used to be. I don't think he's ever been right in the head. I wouldn't care if he dropped dead tomorrow, but even if he's drunk out of his mind, I think he's still got a fair amount of fight in him.
And your friend, the Red Bandit.
Oh, I'm Red Bandit. It's the halfling over there that you got.
Right, I want to ask him about the other guy. Like,
Oh.
who's that?
Oh, other bandit? That's Christoph. You know, he's just like me. You know, we come out here, make a living, do what we can.
Oh, by just like robbing other people?
It's in the River Freedoms. It's
Not
permitted
anymore.
by the council.
And then Ari cracks open a bottle of whatever's under there.
You know what? I pull out the charter and like hold it up, and like, this is a charter to deal with the bandits.
Right. That's a Brevik charter. You know, River Freedoms set by the council.
What would you like us to do with you?
I mean, I'd love it if you let me go.
Probably not.
Okay.
Let's throw him up on the blind.
I'm not
What
there.
if we take them and make them work for the people that we just, you know, we'll be like, we'll let you live, but you have to go work at this little keep that we were just
That's
at
interesting.
and help
The
and
outpost.
have them help
Do we trust
and
them?
protect them from other bandits. And if we ever hear from them that you've done anything nefarious, and if we don't, you know, hear from them regularly, we are going to come and destroy you.
Where is... Someone took a wedding ring.
Oh, right, from the merchants, that trader. The trader's up north of here, right?
That's
Puts his foot
right.
on his chest. And like pulls the bow back a little. Where is it?
Oh, I don't have it, I swear. No one of us does.
Go search Cressel's body.
Who do you know who has it?
Well, kind of, but not like who specifically. Bunch of mite gremlins took a load of trinkets off us
You
a
gotta
couple
be
weeks
kidding me.
back. Look, no, it's they're annoying little pests, right? They live under old sycamore out to the east. You can't miss it. It's like 100 fucking feet tall. Follow the Thorn River down, you'll see it. Old sycamore. They're annoying as shit. We're lucky. We really were. They were lucky. You know, it was.
No, he's lucky.
Well, it's mighty confusing in this context. No, you know, God's own luck for us. All they took was mostly copper and some trinkets. Otherwise, Staglord would have had our skins for sure. But no, I'm sure the ring we took from the trader was in with what they took. I'm sure. I'm really sure.
What is the deal with this wedding ring?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it was just, some shit what got
Seems
stolen.
like a lot of work.
I agree. It's why we didn't go after it.
Don't you hate when the quest like expands to larger than you're expecting?
Yes.
So, we're free to go.
He he picks him up by the collar or the shoulder and kind of like roughly brings him back to the rest of the group.
Wait. There's something else. I just remembered. I swear I wasn't keeping it from you. They change the password sometimes, but to the Stag Lord's manor, his fortress, last I heard, password to get in from the fort on the northeastern side of the Tuskwater is we have a password if you come in on that side, and unless it's changed, and it does change sometimes, it's by the bloody bones of St. Gilmore. Please, I told you everything I know. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about the bloody Lord. He's fucking terrifying, and this is just a job. You show up, you do what the boss says, make a little dosh.
I'll cut his hands free and say, start piling the bodies.
Right. Got it.
And then I'll go back over to you guys and fill you in.
Oh, okay. And I'll cut this one loose too.
Oh, okay.
I look at
you're-
Lucky. Shrug
You are
like,
going to help with the bodies too.
We're not going to kill him.
I didn't say that. I don't want to pick the bodies up and pile them up.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I think we'll have to ask our listeners to tune in next week to find out if you kill him.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ah.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.